Hello my fellow Sims friends and welcome to another video, this time with Facecam. If you ever wanted to start a weird creepy gameplay in the backrooms with a SIMDROID, I'm gonna show you how I did it. You guys asked me how I made my sim move like a robot but look human and how I built the lots, and yeah, in this video I'm gonna explain everything. I'll also show you two different types of SIMDROIDs you can make depending on your game style. Two crucial expansions you will need for the SimBot are Ambitions and Into the Future, and I also recommend using the HemeraSims master controller and register. Everything I used is linked down in the video description. You can also use the timestamps on the video to skip to the part that you're interested to see. And we're starting with the world first. Of course, you can use any other world, but I preferred something more liminal, so I used the cast world. It's completely empty and perfect for that. Place the lot for your build first. I chose the biggest one. Then you use the cheat code move objects on to place a laptop, make a random sim move onto the lot, and set up the NRAS register mod. We have to do this so no other sims or animals will appear. First, you want to disable any tourists, then turn off the immigration setting and go to the animal control panel where you put the number 0 in everything. Done. I also turned off the story progression for this, by the way. And now we start with the outer walls of the back rooms. So I've created this huge ass 5-floor building first. I downloaded these sky wallpapers to make the horizon and played around with the color. I really love sunset colors, so I chose the more pink and lilac tones. And then I started placing these big ceiling lights, which you can find with the cheat code by debug in the build it by section. So the wallpaper seems like it's bright, because if you don't put the lights, it will be dark and you won't see much of the colors. Then I realized that I would have to do the same annoying thing on all the other floors too, if I don't want to have those weird black stripes in the middle. Maybe there would have been an easier way to light this up. I'm open for tips and suggestions, but yeah, this was my first impulse. I started with the main house and created the pool to see how much space I will need for the rest. For the perfect backroom vibe, I chose an open Barbie doll house style where you can see everything your sim does. I mean, who needs privacy in an underground bunker, right? To be honest, I struggled a lot with the roof. It kept glitching because the outer construction was only 4 floors high, and if you want to build a 2-floor house, the backrooms are gonna need 5, so the roof can fit in. I probably shouldn't have deleted that part of the roof because it looked awkward in the end, but oh well, just learn from my mistakes at this point. I also wanted to have those uncanny valley looking houses and neighborhoods that are all the same and use these floor patterns to make the street. In every other house, I also placed a hidden floor marker. It basically turns the interior completely black. It makes the game run smoother and reduces your rent. Not that we care about money in the backrooms though. At the end, be sure to put a roof on top so the lighting in the backrooms won't be affected by the real weather and looks more eerie. And if the lights sometimes glitch or go out, just click on any light and turn all lights back so it looks fine again. I also put some tile floors on the ceiling so it looks more like big construction instead of a night sky, which makes everything seem more like a simulation. Now that I think about it, it's really giving Truman Show or Don't Worry Darling. Have you watched these movies? Because yeah, I really love them. Big inspiration. Et voila! This is how it looks like. It's not perfect. Some floors still need more lighting, but honestly, I kind of vibe with it, looking unfinished. It adds to the Uncanny Valley style. And now comes the bot building part. I got inspired with this tutorial and decided to add a little extra step to make it more realistic. I will show you later. So here you need the NRAS Master Controller mod. Use the cheat code testing cheats enable true. First step, create the human skin that we will use for the bot later. I went down that iconic Sims 2 PSP version Roberta Rossum vibe and tried to create that baddie for my game. For this tutorial, I'm using another sim though. And when you're done, just save it to the bin in CAS mode. Next step, get a sim to create a plum bot. You have to get the plum bot building station and then you give your sim the bot building skill, set it to 10. You can do it with the NRAS Master Controller mod. Make sure to choose the right gender of the plum bot so it fits with your final sim you want to use. It doesn't really matter what the bot looks like, but apparently if you chose the floaty and hoover legs, your SIMDROID will basically float up and down stairs. For me, it didn't actually work, or not that I have noticed, but maybe it will in your game. Once your plum bot is done, select NRAS Master Controller, intermediate, add occult, and add SimBot. You now have a plumbot SimBot hybrid. You need this so you can actually go to CAS mode and put that sim skin over the bot. In the Reddit tutorial, it said that you can also use the retuner mod to disable the negative reaction other sims have to your SIMDROID, but I haven't tried it and I didn't really care about it. So now you can press Ctrl Shift and then click on your bot to go to CAS. There you choose the right skin and you're done. Mind you that if you have two of these, they can't have interactions with each other and can only talk to normal sims. So a little disclaimer at this point, if you want your sim to keep this plumbot qualities, don't follow the next step because it will not work anymore. So that extra step that I've added is to save the exact SIMDROID into the bin again. This time, maybe choose another hairstyle so you can differentiate it from the human sim. And this step is very important if you want the SIMDROID to do like human tasks like cooking, meals, or sleeping. And for this step, you will now need another random human sim with the same gender of your SIMDROID. And then you edit them in CAS and give them the skin of the SIMDROID you just saved, so it will get the bot qualities. And if it doesn't work, sometimes it's glitchy or buggy. For me it worked at the first time, but maybe for you it's different. So in case it doesn't work, you might have to give them the occult status plumbot and simbot with NRAS again and put the right skin on them again in CAS mode. And now you have a human looking sim with all the cool, creepy bot movements and needs. And if you follow my extra step, now the SIMDROIDs can't even interact with other SIMDROIDs. So here's a little overview of the two SIMDROID options. Option 1, you just follow the Reddit tutorial and have basically a plumbot sim who can power down, adjust trade ships, and do tune-ups on himself. It will have a blue background on the portrait panel. It won't be able to do basic sim tasks as sleep or cook meals, for example, or interact with other sims. And option 2, with my extra trick, you will have a simbot sim who will be able to do those things, but without the plumbot options on himself. Both will move and sound the same, just with different needs and options. You decide, but mind you, my extra step might potentially break your game, so always make sure to create a backup save. That's it for the tutorial. Enjoy your cursed gameplay now, and if you want to share some screenshots, you can do so on my community Discord server. It's linked down below. So yeah, see you next time!